All right.
Go to the Old Testament.
I'm having, wait a minute. Okay, great. Now, regards to question number one, anxiety and depression, individual struggles in the pandemic. How can we overcome this situation? First and foremost, let me say that we have to meet people where they are. Meet them where they are. Not everyone, as I've noticed in this pandemic, has transportation to get to a doctor's office, nor do they have transportation to get to a clinic or to a hospital. So individual struggles must be identified and addressed in this pandemic, how they will receive medical treatment. We know, for one, the vaccine is one of the most foremost form of a treatment in the pandemic to reduce COVID-19 or to erase COVID-19. For example, here in America, we have over 50%, almost 60% of the population from age 7 upwards have been treated with the COVID-19. And we now have reopened all schools for children and adults to attend school. We have reopened the workplace for individuals to return to work, and churches and places of worship are open. They were actually open from the beginning. We challenged President Trump with various legal actions to reopen places of worship, because that is the main core of our American society. So we should encourage and give individuals reassurance in meeting them where they are. We cannot use a one-shop approach to treat everyone, because everyone is different. Their thought patterns are different. Their ancestry are different. Their living situation is different. So we have to create a unique program to meet individuals and treat them the best way possible during this pandemic crisis.
Okay, thank you so much. So here, can we hear from our international lecturer, our international speaker, Molay Kumar Ghoshal from India? The same question. Question number one.
Well,
that is anxiety and depression and individual struggles, how to overcome it according to you.
Yes, hold on. I heard it. Thank you. What I'm saying, what I would like to add to our most respected, who just spoke to his addressing, is that stressful situations can occur from time to time upon each and every one of us. This is nothing new. But you see, one of the things I would like to say first, I want to reiterate an old proverb, which is probably known to all of us, which goes something like this: an idle brain is the workshop of the devil. That simply means that when we don't do anything, thoughts occur on our minds, which assault our minds considerably and builds up stress on their own. What I often do in such a situation, I try to do some kinds of gymnastic. I turn on music, perhaps military marches. I'm a believer in God the Almighty, therefore I often also watch videos or listen to videos being played, sometimes even by youths. Recently I was listening to such videos which were recorded but sung by youths and played instruments by youths, I believe from an academy called the Fountain View Academy in Canada. And this is something that helps me to relax. But The most important thing is we should not allow ourselves to be overcome by the negative side. I'm sure my most respected viewers, including our respected Dr. Spencer, will agree with me. There is a wonderful book written by the American author, if I'm not wrong, he was an American author, Dr. Robert Louis Stevenson, who wrote that wonderful book called the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is in each and every one of us. We have a good side and a dark side. If we allow the dark side to prevail over us, then we are overcome by all sorts of negative things which may occur in the world and elsewhere. But if we allow and indeed encourage the positive side, that is Dr. Jekyll, to prevail over us, then indeed we can overcome such situations, even such stressful situations, as it often happens in my case.
Okay.
Now I await response from others, please.
Okay, thanks a lot, Molloy Kumar Ghoshal from India. So I want to request one thing. If for any technical difficulty our line gets disconnected, sometimes it happens due to electronical difficulty or technical error, please rejoin with the same link and password. Okay, thank you. And moving forward to the next, I would like to connect Neha and Divyani. How are you today, and can we ask about the same question?
Yes. In this pandemic, we can overcome this situation by thinking in a positive way, spreading a happiness. Depression is caused by negative thought. So be with your family, friends, and share positive things with them. Thank you.
Anxiety and depression are the two big issues that we always face. But in this pandemic, we are getting more depressed by the news, by the negative things which we can see and hear in our surroundings. As a student, we know that the pandemic caused a lot of depression and effects on the studies. But we can overcome this by sharing our issues and problems with our teachers, friends, families, parents. We can come out from this by reading motivational books, by doing some physical and mental exercise, by spreading positivity around us, by spreading happiness amongst the people. Happiness can be a best medicines for the depression. So spread happiness. Thank you.
Okay, great. How about Shagun Singh? Can you please tell us about the present crisis that was anxiety, depression, and individual struggle on this pandemic situation? How you like to describe this in your own language? Shagun Singh from India.
First of all, hello everyone presented over here. This is Sagun from Nepal, and then currently I'm pursuing my bachelor from India. And actually talking about NIC and depression, we can see that during this pandemic, amongst individual, this have been seen mainly. Actually, as we already know, depression are known as impending danger and enables a person to take measure to deal with the threat. It is amongst the with it is mainly seen in adult during this pandemic, and as it is also said as most common mental health problem. Actually, to overcome from this, I think we should acknowledge our feelings at first, and then we have to do what in what we are interested. We have to come up with our hobbies and all, and then after we should think that social distancing doesn't mean social disconnection. We should be connected with our friend, family,